What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. And remember that new videos come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, thanks for hitting the like button for us down below. We got a lot to talk about here in this video, and a couple of them have to do with $1,000 here. We'll start with a couple of those here to start off our video. Then we got a couple more to start off to end with here at the end of this video. First, I'm going to start with this here. We are doing another giveaway here for $1,000 because we hit 400,000 subscribers. It's kind of our way of giving back to the community. And it's called our What's in the Box contest. And if you can guess what's in that box, you could win money directly from me. So we have done many of these, multiple of these here in the past, and we're going to be giving away another $1,000 to our community here. And it starts in this video. So make sure to watch all the way to the end. I'm going to give you a clue to what is in that box. And if you can guess what's in that box, you could win money directly from me. So make sure to watch all the way to the end. And in the next several videos, I'll be giving you a clue in every video. So there's 10 clues. And at the end of the 10 clues, I'll be opening that box, showing you what's in the box, and revealing the winners. So definitely make sure to watch to the end and watch the next several videos, and you'll get more clues to what's in that box. It's a really, really fun game. I've had thousands of people tell me how fun the game is. Even if you don't win, it's a lot of fun to play. Takes your mind off everything going on here in the world, and I always have really interesting items in there. And this one may be the most interesting. This one is a really, really cool item. Trust me on that one. So yeah, so that's the first one here. I'm going to be giving away another $1,000 here, but I'm not the only one that could be giving away $1,000. Check out this. The governor of Minnesota, his name is Walt, he is proposing a potential $500 stimulus check and $1,000 per couple. Their proposal has swelled. They've increased it now to $500 per person and $1,000 per couple. So residents of Minnesota could be getting $1,000 stimulus checks per couple for the state of Minnesota. If you've been watching my channel, you know that there is potentially dozens of states here that could be receiving stimulus checks this year in 2022 on the state level. In addition to the federal level, we have several different bills, or actually potential here on the federal level as well, for a fourth stimulus check. But we have possibly double stimulus checks coming because states are actually proposing and passing stimulus checks here as well. This is one of the latest ones from Minnesota. As you can see here, citing the recent increase in Minnesota's projected budget surplus, Governor Tim Walz has officially increased the amounts of what they're calling his Walz checks proposal. Pretty cool. It would be like saying it's Jimmy checks, right? Yeah, that's a pretty cool way to say it. The Minnesota Management and Budget Office released an economic forecast that found a state budget surplus of $9.2 billion for the fiscal year of 2022 to 2023. Walz and Lieutenant Governor Flanagan have since revised their own budget and now propose distributing Walz checks of $500 per person or $1,000 to each married couple. Here's how much you could receive under the Walz checks plans. And remember, there's a lot of different states that are doing this here, proposing this, and probably could be here for the rest of the year because of inflation and just states wanting to get back, because all these states are kind of flush with cash. Single tax filers earning up to $164,000 would receive a payment of $500. Married couples filing jointly earning up to 273 would receive a payment of up to $1,000. More than 2.7 million people or million households would receive a Waltz check under the current proposal Waltz's office set. Thanks to hard work of Minnesotans across the state, Minnesota's economy is strong, they said in a news press relief. With a historic surplus, we have an opportunity to provide direct relief, aka stimulus checks, to Minnesotans and invest in the future of our state. Amid global economy uncertainty, direct payments are one of the best ways to make it easier for Minnesotans to pay their bills right now. We have the resources to send $1,000 to Minnesota families. This still has yet to pass, so I will keep you up to date on this as well as all the other states. I just did a really good video on a lot of these different states and the federal. I will link you to that here at the end of this video. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says from the Democratic side, but he's the Senate Majority Leader, says he supports bipartisan talks, which means support from Republicans and Democrats on a bill to lower insulin costs um, and presumably other prescription drug costs. Here's what it has to say. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that he supports bipartisan talks on a bill aimed at lowering insulin costs for patients and that the measure could soon get a vote on the Senate floor. Senator Susan Collins and Jean Shaheen are leading the talks. This being bipartisan has a good chance of passing. Republicans and Democrats support it. Schumer told reporters this week. The effort has my support. Over the next few days, those offices will work on getting the bill finalized, and I intend to put that bill on the floor as soon as possible. Democrats had previously touted a bill from Senator Raphael Warnock, a Democrat from Georgia, to cap patients' out of pocket insulin costs at $35 per month, which would be a significant cost reduction for potentially millions of people. Insulin, which is a life saving drug, can cost several thousands of dollars for people per year. And again, it's a life saving drug. People need it to survive. Collins and Shaheen, though, had their own bill aimed at insulin costs that they introduced in 2019, and they are currently working on updating that measure for reintroduction. Schumer on Tuesday gave his support to that bipartisan effort, saying that it could be combined with Warnock's measure. There's now a bipartisan effort underway led by Collins, Republican, and Senator Shaheen to pair the $35 cap, sponsored by Senator Warnock, with additional policies to drive down the list price in a more comprehensive way, including having the uninsured protected. However, it remains unclear if any insulin legislation can gain the 10 Republican votes needed to advance in the Senate, which is kind of sad, to be honest. Senate Republican aides had said that the Warnock bill, as it currently stands, was seen as partisan and was not expected to gain much Republican support. Uh, Given the time for talks with Collins to continue to improve chances of Republican support, Warnock is facing a competitive reelection race this year, and lawmakers are often reluctant to give victories to lawmakers in their opposing parties who are up for reelection. That's really the one of the things that I hate about politics. Democrats and Republicans both do this to the other party. I really hate politics when it comes to stuff like this. I often get asked in the comments, why don't I go into politics? Because I really want to change a lot of stuff like this, but I don't really want to be in politics because it just seems like an absolute nightmare to be in politics. People in politics are supposed to be there to help people. They're elected by the people, for the people, to help people, to run our country. Isn't it sad that that is the way things are done? It's really, really sad. And that's literally just one of the things that go on. We're not going to pass a bill to help millions of people uh, get life saving prescriptions that they can afford. People literally die because they can't get insulin at prices they can afford. Uh, and they don't want to pass it because they don't want to help out somebody, on the opposite political party get reelected. Like, it's just it's really sad the type of political games that go on every day in Congress from both parties. And I'm not even picking sides, right? It's just stuff that goes on all the time, right? President Biden is going to be proposing a minimum tax on billionaires in his new upcoming budget. As just one of the things here. And this is going to raise more money to the president will propose a new 20% minimum tax on America's wealthiest households as part of his new fiscal 2023 budget, which begins in at the end of September here. According to a White House fact sheet released on Saturday, the White House said that the billionaire minimum income tax Biden will propose would apply to the top 0.01% in the American households, or those worth more than $100 million. Dollars. More than half of the revenue raised by the proposed minimum tax would come from households worth more than $1 billion, dollars, according to the fact sheet. Quote, President Biden is a capitalist and believes that anyone should be able to become a millionaire or a billionaire, reads the fact sheet describing the tax proposal. He also believes that it is wrong for America to have a tax code that results in America's wealthiest households paying a lower tax rate than working families. I do definitely agree with this statement here. The problem is trying to enact this, and I'll show you why here. The White House estimates that the minimum tax, which was first reported by the Washington Post, would reduce the deficit by $360 billion over the next 10 years. It's kind of a lot, but it's not kind of a lot. It's 36 billion a year. It's not. It's kind of a lot, but it's not really a lot in the scheme of things. The new proposal would require wealthy households to pay 20% in their taxes on their full income. Notice it's not on their wealth, their net worth, it's on their full income, including standard taxable income. Here's where it gets interesting, as well as unrealized income, like a gain from stocks. Such a proposal would need to be passed by Congress. Democrats in Congress have previously debated how to raise tax on America's most wealthy. Democrats last fall would have proposed this, taxing people worth $1 billion dollars or income of over $100 million. Dollars. So there's a couple different things there, having assets of over 1 billion, that's a net worth, or income of over 100 million. Two different things there. Biden is expected to release his full budget proposal for the fiscal year on Monday, days after returning from Europe. Presidential budgets are not typically passed by Congress, but they send a signal of the administration's priorities for the coming years. But that tax increases is something different. Biden has previously sought to increase taxes on wealthier Americans and corporations in order to offset costs for his domestic Build Back Better agenda. However, negotiations over the sweeping domestic policies have stalled last year when, well, Senator Joe Manchin, we all kind of know how he's flip flopped multiple times. The problem with taxing multi hundred millionaires or billionaires on unrealized gains, such as stock. We'll take Elon Musk here, for example, the world's richest man, the founder of Tesla, previous founder of PayPal, the founder of SpaceX. So, for example, he owns billions of dollars of Tesla stock, the electric car maker, which, is the leading electric car maker. And, going forward, it could be, it's right now one of the top 10. Well, It depends. It varies by the day, but he owns billions of dollars of Tesla stock. The problem is if he doesn't sell it, there's no taxes to pay. But he did end up selling billions of dollars of Tesla stock at the end of last year. So when he did sell that, he realized a bunch of gains on it, and then he paid capital gains on them. Okay. Um, but until he sells any stock, he doesn't pay any taxes. So on any given day, his net worth can go up by billions, but on any given day can also go down by billions. So if Tesla stock goes up by 10%, his net worth can actually go up by $20 billion. He's worth like 200 and some $1 billion, and it fluctuates by the day. So if the stock goes down by 10%, though, he can lose $20 billion. That's the problem with trying to tax people on their unrealized gains, because one year the stock could go up by 50%. The next year it could go down. I mean, who knows, right? So, how can you really, until you actually make a sale, you actually lock in a gain or a loss of the stock? Right now, the way the tax code is written, there's no sale. You haven't actually cashed in a transaction of the stock. So if you bought $1,000, we'll go down to, or we'll keep it at Elon Musk's amount. Now, so if he has $1 billion of stock and he goes to sell it for 2 billion, then he has a transactable amount. Okay, he now has, he's gained $1 billion. He will then pay taxes on that $1 billion gain. He'll pay taxes on that $1 billion gain. The problem here is if you try to tax people on their unrealized gain, I mean, it it, it goes up and down by the day. So at the end of the year, if you have an unrealized gain, well, what if it goes down one year? Are you going to give them an unrealized loss? Are you going to give them a tax credit on because they lost money one year if you didn't sell? Like, it gets too complicated. And then the other problem here people are already kind of predicting is that the IRS trying to put their hands in people's pockets, is that going to then trickle down to other people, and they're going to try to then take taxes on people's stocks and 401ks and other things like that, on unrealized gains as well, where they haven't even sold it yet, they haven't even made the money yet, they haven't even, or losses as well, and it just becomes very, very tricky because people haven't even sold it yet, and if you haven't even sold it yet, you haven't even got the money yet. So that's how the rules and the laws are right now, and you know, I get it. That's how it kind of should be. But I also get that the government wants to make their money, and if we have billionaires that don't sell anything, you know, it's complicated. But you can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Okay, so next up, we are going to do our next giveaway here. I'll show you this box here in a second. But the way this works is I do these periodically because I've just kind of my way of giving back to the community here. It's just it's completely free to watch my videos here, free to subscribe here. Literally doesn't cost a dime, but nonetheless, I like to give back to my community, my viewers here, my subscribers here, because I read your guys' comments every single day, and I realize that hey, there's a lot of people in need right now. So I'm going to be giving away another $1,000 here in total. So the way we're going to do it here is the same way we did it last time. 10 people are going to win a $100 each from me for a total of $1,000. So if you can guess what's in this box correctly, by commenting below what you think is in the box, you will be entered into the pool of people that have guessed correctly. From there, we will have randomly picked 10 people to win. Okay, because there's always more than 10 people. But if you are picked randomly, we will show the winners on the screen who the 10 people are. That we will then we will contact you, and we will get with you to send you the money. Okay, so $100 to 10 people for a total of $1,000. We have done this multiple different times. just kind of our way of giving back here. So if you can guess what's in this box, you're entered into the pool of people that have guessed correctly. And from there, we will have randomly picked 10 people to win $100 each for a total of $1,000. So I'm going to give you clues to what's in this box. And here I will show you the box here. It's the same box as last time, but I will show you the size of the box so you can kind of get an idea of the size of the box here. Okay. So there's the box. So you can see the size. It has to fit in the box. Just so you kind of have an idea of the size of the box. Okay, so I'm going to give you 10 clues here over the course of the next 10 videos or so. And if you can guess as many times as you want. All you need to do to guess is leave a comment down below. Okay, so if you've seen my videos before in the past, you kind of know how this works. All right, you can guess as many times as you want. All you gotta do to guess is just leave a comment. Hope I've kind of explained everything. This is the first video. I gotta try to kind of explain it in detail. Okay, so this is clue number one. I recommend you write these down on a piece of paper. Uh, it'll kind of help you as the clues go on more. You'll kind of get closer to understanding it. So clue number one, just to start off with the first clue, just to kind of get this out there, the item is from a famous movie. The item is from a famous movie. So that's the first clue. Go ahead and leave your guesses in the comments. Yeah, I know. If you guessed it on the first clue, you're awesome. You're awesome. That's a good guess. But remember, you can guess from any time from here on out, and the winners are just picked at random. So if you guessed it on the first video or the 10th video or anything like that, uh, anybody can win at any given time. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts here in the comments. And yeah, another What's in the Box contest. I've had so many people tell me that these are so much fun. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. It's kind of like it's just another way of just kind of it's just something really fun to do. We have a lot of fun doing these, and we've also had literally thousands of people say that these contests or these things are so much fun, and it's a lot of fun to kind of guess what's in the box. I've had a lot of people say, "This one stumped me." I've had a lot of people try to tell me, "You know what? I thought I knew what was in the box, and then I had to change my guess at clue number 5 or clue number 7 or clue number 10." So it's always interesting to see at what clue you guess correctly. So this one's going to be a very interesting item. A very interesting item. So let me know if or go ahead and guess, and we'll see if you guess correctly. And again, you can guess as many times as you want. You don't have to stick with the same guess. You can guess something different every video. So make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. We just reached 400,000 subscribers, and we're going to try to get to 1 million here maybe this year. So remember, new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And you can click here to see my big video I just did, which I've gotten a lot of good comments on about the new state stimulus checks that are coming out and the new federal stimulus checks that are coming out. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.